sweet and funny by a man way too long. Hey, my name's Jendrik, and I am from, obviously, Poland. You can tell by the accent and the fact that I'm pretending to be an American. Anybody here from Poland? Obviously not, because it's never gone well for us in the past. Dark room in Germany, somebody goes, anybody here from Poland? And people are like, yeah! And that's the last we heard from them. If you're new to Berlin, we are the original Ukrainians. And this is, oh man, I've started losing weight, and I know what you're thinking. You better start again, right? But actually, I got a checkup. I'm almost 50 years old, so I was getting a checkup at the doctors, and they were going through my medical history. And I've done my medical history before, but back then a lot more people were alive. So I had a lot more things to talk about. And the doctor was like, your grandfather, cancer. Your other grandfather, lead poisoning after the war. Okay, what about your mom? Heart attack, grandmother cancer. And I was going through it, I'm like, wow, I need to take care of myself. We are not a healthy people, man. We are not a healthy family. But it's really hard being fat in Berlin because there's no other fat people here, right? I saw more people on the way here. I saw more people with face tattoos than fat people. And I've made friends in this city by being fat. In the same place, there's a guy I've said hello to him. I've said Morgan to him every single fucking day for the past 3 years. Walking my daughter to school, I have never talked to him. I don't know anything about him other than he's a little chubby fella, and that is enough. Next time I see him, I'm giving him an invitation to my birthday party. I'm gonna get to know him. You know, we're gonna be buds. But actually, I'm not sure I'm gonna go through with that because I was on the train the other day with my daughter. We were coming back from Prague, and this guy sat across from me and asked me the most. At first, he was like making chit chat. I'm like, listen, I don't speak German, right? I've been here for almost 4 years. I don't speak German. 2 simple reasons. My wife speaks German, my daughter speaks German. That is enough German for one Polish family. And he asked me the most fucking German question you could imagine. He goes, do you work in Germany? And right away I was like, listen, motherfucker, I am a legal immigrant. No Ausländerbehörde. I talk, all my American friends are like, oh man, what's your visa situation? My visa situation is I prefer MasterCard. Absolutely. Everybody's like, oh, but how did you take the test to get your permanent residency? I didn't take a single fucking test. The only form I've ever filled out in this country was to vote in the election because I can do that here. I went in, I'm a little autistic. I went in, I was like, ooh, so many check boxes. But he goes, are you insured here? I'm like, and the whole time I was just like, yes, like, I'm a good immigrant, fuck off, right? But I didn't know how to say that because I don't speak German. And he goes, I had bariatric surgery, and it changed my life. I'm like, wow, I am really never learning German if this is what small talk here looks like. There's nothing. I'm like, uh-huh. He's like, and then I took, and we spoke for like 45 minutes in the most broken English. My English was like, yes, and that is why I go to work every morning, because I am not a deadbeat. And he goes, I see, but do you cut your stomach open and make it smaller? And at the end he goes, you know, after 4 years in Germany, you should really learn German. And I said to him, If it leads to conversations like this, I don't think so. But also, he doesn't know why I really refuse to speak German. It's because I've never been happier not knowing what the fuck is going on. The mental clarity I have from ignorance, Jesus. All this time I've made fun of Americans for being stupid. They're not stupid, they're trying to be happy. Because I walk through these streets without a thought in my head. I got hard currency in my pocket, right? I'm crossing the street at red lights and people are waving at me and I'm waving back at them because I am a positive person. Also, I'm bringing up my daughter here. She speaks great German. Like I said, it's enough. I've told her multiple times, listen, you turn 10 years old and you are taking over your mom's role, going to German offices with me and being the translator. And she's like, Dad, I don't want to do that. I'm like, listen, I didn't want to have a kid, but here we are. No, I'm kidding. I wanted to have a kid before I know what it was like to have a kid. That was a great idea. And the thing is, she is super German because she is a little autistic. And I don't know what's autism and what is her just being German. And listen, if a little history lesson. If this is a map of Europe, right? This is Germany, Prussia. This is Russia, not Prussia, not the same thing. This is Poland. We didn't survive by following the rules. We didn't survive by waiting for green lights. And I'm explaining this to her. I'm like, listen, I'm not teaching you to lie, cheat, and steal. I'm preserving your national heritage. This is how we keep Poland alive in our hearts and on the map of Europe. Because I pulled her out of school the other day. So they had the celebration ending the Second World War was on a Thursday. A Friday was not a holiday for schools for some reason. But I pulled her out. I took her to a hotel with a pool, and we swam in the morning. We swam in the evening. We ordered pizza to the room. It was a fun time. I brought her home, and I go, what do you think? How would you rate this trip of ours on a scale of 1 to 10? Because she watches way too much fucking YouTube. And she goes, 7.5. I didn't like that you pulled me out of school.
No.
Wow. And I was like, Jesus Christ. My great-grandparents, so disappointed. Because listen, I'm the third person in my family to live and work in this country. First one to get paid for it. And my daughter is living the true dream of bullying Germans in German. Because every Berlin classroom is like the little United Nations. There's 23 kids, they come from 17 countries, and they speak 42 languages. And only the German kids speak one language. So my daughter goes, listen, Hannes, why do you only speak German? Do your parents not love you? And they don't. Because they're German parents. Anyway, that's my time. Thank you so much.